Assalamu alaikum. A very warm good evening to all. First of all, we want to express our profound gratefulness to everyone who are present here in this program. Well, I'm Rabi Akhtar Rabu, lecturer, Department of EEE. Will be your host for today. It's my great pleasure and the first and foremost duty on behalf of the chairperson, Dr. A.S.M. Shehabuddin, and the members of Publication and Departmental Outlook Committee of Department of EEE Green University of Bangladesh. We warmly welcome you all to this program, Talk with Dhaka AI. We have Professor Dr. Mohammad Abdul Razak Sir among with us, the Pro Vice Chancellor of Green University of Bangladesh, a great personality to come in front of all of us to share his thoughts and to start this program. So I request Professor Dr. Mohammad Abdul Razak Sir, with your permission, we want to start this program. Sir.
Thank you, Rabi Akhtar Rabu. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Very clearly.
Okay, thank you. So, uh, in this August evening, uh, the Green University of Bangladesh has organized a discussion session with the aspiring contestants in the DhakaAI Traffic Challenge event. The respected chair of this session, Dr. A.S.M. Shehabuddin, my dear colleagues of University of Bangladesh, and uh, the participants, the contestants, my dear students. Assalamu alaikum and very good evening to all of you. Well, as you all know that this is the age of information technology, and we are embracing the fourth industrial revolution, and many cutting-edge technologies have already started to govern our daily life and to make uh, the living quality of humanity smarter day by day. And definitely one of the important sectors of those tremendous developments is the and I believe that you all are already being introduced with the intelligent transportation system, and that includes many things related to sensing, computation, communication, and the synergistic applications of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and big data processing systems. And I believe that uh, the young talented minds from different reputed universities of the country who have decided to take part in this competition have rightly identified the necessity of the future. And I must also appreciate Dr. Shehabuddin and his talented team to organize such a timely event. And uh, today's modern cars are coming with lots of sensing, computation, and capabilities. It is said that a modern car has the facility of 20 personal computers computation capacity, and hundreds of sensors are associated with this. And you will see soon the cars that are running in the city without any driver. You have already heard about this. And you will also embrace cars that are always connected with the internet, uploading gigabytes of data in a day. That means the car manufacturer company can have the capacity to continuously monitor all the cars that are manufactured by them and running in different uh, cities of the world. And they will have many other information. I mean, car manufacturing company will understand how many kilometers that car have traveled, what is the average speed, what is the fuel consumption, what is the engine heat level, what is the uh, other machineries functionalities can continuously be monitored by the manufacturing company. That means for health of your car, you don't need to depend on only the mechanics to which you are used to go. I mean, your car manufacturing company is continuously monitoring the different health conditions of your car. And based on the collected data from hundreds of thousands of cars from different corners of the world, they will have better understanding about their product so that they can make revisions in the design process to further reduce the fuel consumption, to further increase the performances related to speed, related to comfortness. So while all these technologies are coming into market, the important point is that are we really ready for taking all those opportunities? When the sophisticated devices will come around us, we need to think about the human resources that are quite capable to handle with all these sophisticated devices. And definitely, after some time, these engineers will work for the manufacturing companies to build smarter cars, smarter software systems, AI systems, and so on. I believe such a competition that is based on the artificial intelligence, I believe mostly related to the computer vision, image processing, real-time information processing with the different cutting-edge learning AI technologies, and that will help us to increase the problem solving capacity of our students, and someday many of you will have further interest to dig into the problem and find out the new solutions out of the state of the art works, and that will definitely contribute into the literature. And regarding the Bangladeshi students studying at the undergraduate and master's level, we do have very strong belief and reliance on your capacity. Many of your senior fellows have demonstrated the highest level of competencies in different corners of the world, be it in academic arena or in industry. And I believe that you are also taking much preparation to make you an efficient, a competent graduate, and in future you will also be able to make significant contributions in the academic and industrial arenas. So with this few notes, I assume that you do have some questions, queries related to this event. We do have experienced team members in our group, and they will explain how to participate, what can be done, what cannot be done. And after all, You are participating in this competitive event from your residence, and we expect that you will demonstrate the highest level of ethical standard understanding, so that your competency can be properly judged and compared with the others, and you will not depend on any uh, I mean back doors or the illegal ways. And definitely you will demonstrate your problem solving capacity, algorithm design capacity, and definitely the theoretical understanding of the problem. And based on that, you will be able to sharpen your problem solving skills. And the participation is the most important. Someone will stood first, second, third. That's the ultimate outcome. But this is not all. Participation is important. Even if you can solve a part of the good problem, you have something to get back to you. And I believe with this noble intention, you will take part in this event. And from the University of Bangladesh, we are highly committed to render uh, the good quality professional services, and we are committed to arrange a flawless event as far as technology supports us. So we wish all-round success both for the organizers and for the competitors. And I believe you will enjoy the whole session. And this event will be co-located with STI 2020, the second international conference on sustainable technologies for Industry 4.0. We are very happy to share with you that uh, the number of submissions of the research papers have been increased by 1.4 times compared to the last year. This is a significant progress of the conference, that people have kept trust on STI. And you will also be happy to know that we are organizing a tutorial also, that is based on uh, education 4.0. And you already know that in future, other than the human professors, the machine professors, the virtual professors will play an important role in spreading education in different rural corners of the globe. And more knowledgeable, more efficient, highly available 7 into 24. We human professors are available to students somewhat around 10, 12, 15 hours a day. But those machine professors, robot professors will be available 7 into 24 in front of students of any language, of any community. So the days coming ahead are really a different world, a new world, and we have to prepare ourselves. And Green University of Bangladesh is putting its highest level of efforts to render all those technologies. And finally, I would also like to invite you to attend the STI, where you will be able to meet with uh, a dozen of highly reputed, experienced uh, scientific scientists and engineers from different corners of the world. Already we have got 5 IEEE fellows who will deliver their keynote speeches in the conference, and we are expecting participation of hundreds of well-reputed academicians in the fields of computer science and engineering, information technology, electrical, electronic, and communication engineering, and some of them will also be from the areas of textile engineering. So I do welcome you all over there as well. So with this note, I conclude here, and I again expect that this journey will be a pleasant one, will be a memorable one for all of you. Thank you very much for inviting me to be here. Enjoy your session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable thoughts with us. That was indeed informative and very encouraging. Thank you again. As traffic jams are growing at a frightening speed day by day worldwide, and it is becoming tougher to manage the traffic arrangements in developing countries like Bangladesh. To solve the problem using advances in artificial intelligence based technology, we are calling for solution to automatic Dhaka traffic detection problems. For this, we are organizing first groundbreaking race for artificial intelligence, that is AI, in Bangladesh, titled International AI-based Dhaka Traffic Detection Challenge 2020. In short, Dhaka AI 2020, which is hosted by the Faculty of Science and Engineering, Green University of Bangladesh, in conjunction with STI 2020. The IEEE Computer Society of Bangladesh would co-host the challenge together with sponsorship from Artificial Intelligence Journal Elsevier. Till now, 150 teams have joined from different countries like India, Gambia, Japan, and Bangladesh. And there are 392 participants in those teams. Team from BUET, ULAB, IUB, IUT, AIUB, SUST, People's University, Daffodil, RUET, NSU, NSTU, Kuwait, uh, many more, including Green University of Bangladesh. We have also participants from IIT from India. As an event campaign, we are organizing this program, Talk with Dhaka AI, to discover this event comprehensively. The members of the steering team and the technical team will meet the participants to fulfill the queries as well as receive constructive feedbacks. Also, academics and researchers from the region who are expert in AI or interested in exploring possibilities could be brought to a networking community through this campaign. I assure you, this program will be full of enthusiasm and information and will create some beautiful memories for us all. Now, we feel honored to have with us the architect behind all of this, our honorable chairperson, Dr. A.S.M. Shihabuddin. I am requesting him to come forward and share his insight.
Thank you very much, Rabe Abu. It's really wonderful to meet all the participants, all the people behind this event. Today, the main idea is I'm gonna present you what was the thinking process behind organizing this event, how we planned, and what are our limitations and what we tried to achieve within that limitations. And then I'm gonna introduce you to some of the people who have been working behind, like really day and night, working very hard to do this for the first time in Bangladesh. And then also I receive a lot of queries through Facebook, emails, and forums, and I thought it is very nice to have an open discussion where we can try to answer some of your questions and also learn from you so that we can be more better prepared, and if needed we can change some part of the tournament. So that's the goal here. So first, and also I'd like to thank our honorable vice chancellor, Dr. Abdul Razzaq sir, for his valuable time and really giving us all the support that we needed to organize this event. And on top of that, I would like to add one thing is because this event that we are hosting is co-organized with STI, and the winning participants and the award giving ceremony would be done together with STI. And we are very proud to inform you that the STI is the first ever, the only conference from Bangladesh to be sponsored by the Central IEEE. And we are very, very proud of this achievement. And also we're very proud that our Professor Dr. Abu Razak sir have actually made this happen. And that's a proud moment for Bangladesh as well. To keep to have with this this like thing in mind, maybe before I show you all the rules and the website and everything, maybe let's have a look at our promotional video that we made. And Clinton Shudeep, who is a student of the CSE department of the University of Bangladesh, he made this video together. And also I can see Saifur Rahman is here, who is from the Graphico, which is our like a event partner who helps us with all this graphics design, which I think is wonderful for DhakaAI. And I would like to thank Shudeep and Saifur at the beginning, and let's watch the video together. Saad, could you please play the video?
Sure, sir.
Yeah, I think the sound is not coming yet.
Sorry, sir, I forgot to take the share computer video. I am sharing this again.
Thank you, Rabia Abu. So let me now share with you the website of DhakaAI. So just to give you like a brief history, when I was abroad, I actually took participation in two of the Kaggle competition with my PhD colleagues, and I felt that I learned a lot participating in a Kaggle competition, because there was such a like a nice spirit of people sharing their codes, their ideas, and even when we finished the competition, some of the winning team, they shared how they actually solved the problems, and we learned some of the pretty cool tricks that they used. And when I came back, I thought, like, wow, that this is something that if we actually have a competition platform where every one of us, we try to solve one single problem, but we help each other, but we try to compete with each other at the same time, that can really push our boundaries of knowing the inner workings of an algorithms or some systems. And then that's a platform that to really learn and generate a community that we can work together. And this is something so powerful tool nowadays, this deep learning, that we believe that this can solve many problems of current times and the future. And we from Bangladesh, we don't want to be just a user of these advanced technologies, but we want to be also a creator. And with that goal, I thought, like, can we generate some competitions or something like that back in Bangladesh? But then, though later I found out there are kind of a good community who actually from even from Bangladesh, they participates a lot in Kaggle competition, and they're really like a pro level competitors in Bangladesh as well. However, by the time I thought, like, okay, maybe in Bangladesh we can generate a platform like Kaggle, and where we can post problems like these, and we solve together, and we maybe from 50 then 200 maybe 1000 people, we become kind of an expert in AI and deep learning, where we can then work with the industries and and try to solve those problems, and also have international collaborations and everything so on. And so with this idea, we applied for a grant, we got the grant, and then we generated this website, and we generated this data set to have this competition. We focused on one particular problem at this moment, but we would like to have this continued every year, and the problems might change. But the platform could be this DhakaAI, and this doesn't belong to anyone, but we all of us, that we all together, we could be actually working on generating different problems, improve our skill sets, and be competitive in the international. We try to do as much as we could, but this is nowhere perfect, because we are learning every day, and we try to improve. And because we have participated before, but we have never organized before, so this is our first time. And I hope that you take it with a little bit of positivity, and with a little let's say, not to be very harsh on us, because we try to do as best as we can, but still we have a limited information here. So this is, we just saw there was this link to register. So if you want to register as a team, you can click here, or you can go here event, but we may have another event before the end of the competition, so we're gonna replace that with this. Then we have some detailed information. This is one of the images. This one we actually didn't, it's not inside our database, but this image particularly similar to other images in the database. You get an idea of what we're trying to achieve. Here we only had, I think, 7 class here. Then basically this is an illustration of how we define the class. It has been a little bit difficult to really identify 21 different class. We went back and forth, but I think this is kind of the optimum right now, but this could change. And because what we saw that there had been like a really in different frequencies of different classes. But I mean, that's kind of normal for many different data sets that we have available for the researchers. So this is common, and this is another thing this class imbalance we can try to address. So this is our little description of our data set. And we also put the data set in the Kaggle. So if you open it, you can see in the Kaggle we have a data set already there. So I last time that I checked, there was I think 50 or 60 downloads. Maybe I can check again. Yeah, we have a 77 downloads. So mainly a lot of from Denmark and from Bangladesh. Then if we go down, these are our sponsors. We have IEEE Computer Society, EEE Green, Green University, and especially our EEE department, the LCVR, Artificial Intelligence. We are co-located with the STI conference and Graphico, who have been our graphics partner. We right now have 149 team. Then you can see this is our leaderboard right now. So the last time I checked, there was like 33 entries. So you can see, and it's kind of happening real time. There was a few problem with the timestamp and his things, but they went up quite good. So basically, right now we have 30 valid entry. We hope in the forum we now have some updated solution code that can actually help you make your first submission. And once you make your first submission, you get hooked to it and you really start enjoying it. So it's the first goal that you should have is to make a right valid CSV file that you can upload. Then we have the rules written in details. So how to participate is our website, and this is where we put our data set. It's in the Harvard Dataverse. Let's see. So we have 1,200 downloads already. And here you have some descriptions, and this is mainly my the train data set, and this the first test data set. The train data set has the annotation, and the test data set without annotation. So basically you try to train on the training set and then test on the test set, and then you submit the annotation in a CSV file, and we then check in our submission portal online and then give you a score. So this is basically the rules that we have. I mean, you can give it a go, but then if you have any questions, you can let me know. So just to give you an idea here, that we are right now in the first round based on your accuracy score. So let's say if I am to do it today, the top 20 team, you can see in the leaderboard like the from one the root traffic. So this is how it's gonna go on with the first round. So you wanna be on the top 3, I think 20th November. You wanna, and the second round, what we're gonna do is we're gonna release the test data set 2, and there 70% of the score will be taken from there. So it's gonna be based on your accuracy. You will be getting your position ranked among like the 70 marks. So it's gonna get adjusted to that. And then 15% you're gonna have the poster. So you will have to make one single poster with your solution illustrated in your poster, and our judge panel will give you marks based on your visual clarity, scientific soundness, innovation, and novelty. And then 15% will be a presentation. So we're gonna see how you coordinated in your team, how you can answer different questions, and what is your understanding of this whole problem solutions that you just did. So that's the way we're gonna score, and then the top team will get the prize. The top prize is of 1 lakh BTT, which is great. And here is the dataset link, and we also give you a sample solutions to start with. But also, I really recommend you go to the Google AI Open Forum, where you can actually collaborate with other teams, and some of them are sharing their experiences, some codes that would be helpful for you. This one has some problems. It's because we wanted not to give you the full code that you just run and get everything right. Try to understand and do a little bit of fine tuning before you are able to make the final CSV5. So it's just like a starting point, but this is not like a complete date. So we started the registration 1st of October. Data set was released the same day. Um, the end of round one. Okay, so the date is 15 November. So you want to be on top at on the 15 November. We're gonna see, and we will see all the other things. And on by 20th November, we will release the results. So you will know if you are enlisted in the second round, and then the second round we're gonna release the second data set on 1st of December, and you're only gonna get 7 days. And by that time, whatever model you train, you can do some fine tuning, and you run your code for the test set 2, and you submit your score. And based on that score and also your presentation and the poster, you have this poster time from 20 November to 30 November, poster and presentation. You're gonna get the final marks. And then coming, I'm not really sure. We haven't thought about it, but you at this point at certain time you know what's your score, what's your position. So on 19th December you would be invited to STI if it's done physically. If not, we're gonna do this virtually, but we will have an award giving ceremony and we're gonna announce the winner. And then as soon as it's done, we're gonna send you the money, the winning money. So that's the plan. We gave some frequently asked questions here, but that's not. I mean, I think we have much more questions than that. And this is a core team where these are the teams we have been working really hard. So our Rajak sir is our chief advisor. In the steering team, I'm leading this, but we have Rifat Ahmed and Jahidul Islam. Rifat is really the machine learning engineer behind this problem-solving case. He's here, and maybe after my talk, we will listen about from him a little bit. Then we have Orna Monju, who is leading our website development team with his team members. Then we have the event management team with Hassan Maruf from GUB. We have Ahmed Al Monsu, who is actually, we are gonna set up some image acquisition system for our next year. So we are working on it. So that next year we have a lot of like a really huge data set with a lot of images and many different cases that would really enhance the data set and the challenges itself. Then in the judge panel, Dr. Abul Hassan is leading the team, but we have a very strong judge panel here. They will sit with you once you're in the second phase or the second round. And then we have the volunteers where Navid Naim is leading the team. And then in the register, I mean, yeah, you can do the registration. I hope there had been a few problems in the beginning, but now it's all sorted out, and we haven't received any issues last 2 weeks, I guess. And I would just like to maybe log in here and then to show you another thing, that if you log in and you want to upload, here we have like instructions how your CSV file should look like, and there have been a few questions last 2-3 days. We will try to answer them today, and so I would recommend you to have a look at here. You can download this PDF and try to understand, and there are some deep insights in how this matrix is being calculated. So I wish all of you really clearly understand how it's done, and it will help you to think of a right solution. So that's it from my side. I would now like to request Dr. Rifat Rashid to say a few words. Thank you. Rifat, Dr. Rifat.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Shiab, and thank you for organizing this wonderful competition. I was with Dr. Shiab from very beginning, and this wonderful idea to generate a platform where we can actually implement different type of concept, a problem solving platform, where we can apply different type of data sets. So this type of concept already more or less covered by Dr. Shiab. And right now, basically, from this beginning, here we actually we have a lot of questions regarding the evaluation metrics, and I just like to answer those questions today. So if you have any query, we can just discuss today. And one thing I wanted to point out that the dataset was for the evaluation metrics, the dataset was quite imbalanced. So here the main challenge should be something like how you can detect properly the minor classes. So this is the core problem here. So here actually you have something like hundreds of cars, but you have like a very minor like CNGs or like rickshaws in a single image. So this is the core part of the challenge here in this competition. So and in the evolution matrix, we actually focusing on equally distributing the weight for each of these classes. So when you are actually the precisions are calculating, we are actually thinking about how we can calculate each of these, giving the proper balance to each of these classes, not to just summarize all together. And that's why the evolution matrix sometimes is quite something like normalized a lot from 0 to 1, and you can, when you are detecting, you are identifying actually each of these, focusing on each of these levels actually. So this is my 2 cents for these discussions. And if you have further questions, maybe we can move forward with your queries. And thank you. Indeed, it is a really a wonderful opportunity, and this is a wonderful platform which is Dr. Shiab created. And let's move together and let's see what will come at the end of this competition. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Shiab.
Thank you. And maybe I would just like to hear from Orno Monjur. If Orno Monjur is here, I don't know. Orno, are you here? Maybe not. So yeah, I think let's move on to maybe I'm gonna give the floor to Rabu, and yeah, maybe we can listen from some teams, and then we will go to the question answer session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We have some questions in our chat box, so we can answer the questions now, shall we? So,
Yeah, so I think I can see one question. Just a second. I have to read it. The scoring issue in the class.
yes, sir. There is a question from Shaukat Rahman Farabi. He asks us that will the top 10 teams only participate in STI, or will their approaches also be published as a paper in the proceedings?
Yeah, I mean, the approach is not gonna get published in the proceedings, but you are, as a token of appreciation, you can participate in the conference, listening to different talks from the international keynote speakers. However, the work that you have done, you can definitely write a manuscript and then submit to some other conferences or the next year in STI. But definitely in this STI, this is going to be in the proceedings. Okay, and another question that is about this confusion, or I'll just read it and then I will try to answer. Our team is confused about the scoring issue if the class order printed in our CSV is different from the ground truth. How the scoring should be on this case. Example, if an image contains 3 buses and our predictions are pointed in the order of left, middle, right, and the original test data set contains. Okay, anyway, okay, I get it. There should not be any problem with this sequencing, because the way the algorithm, I mean, the way does is it has a ground truth, and it tries to see all the ground truths all the annotations that you generated. Is there anyone? What is one of them is having an overlap of more than, let's say, 0.5, 1.5, 0.5 IOU, and then it considers it as a right prediction. So this sequencing really doesn't matter. Yes. So I think I would like to listen from some of the team. Maybe if some of you wanna introduce your team, you can raise your hand. I will allow you to talk, and then also if you have any questions, you can definitely do so. Let's go on to the question answer now. And also you can introduce, even if you don't have a question, you can also introduce your team to all of us. That would be great. Thank you.
Okay.
You can just raise hand.
So participants, you can introduce yourselves and your teams who are present in this meeting. And I think Apik and Farabi, you got your answer. So
Great, but I mean, I don't see anyone raising your hand.
if anyone in the participants, I know many of you are participating in this challenge. So raise your hands and introduce yourself. Sir, we can ask Apik if he has any confusion yet, and he answered, thank you, got it. So Apik, introduce yourself. Tell us about your team and about your contents.
Yeah, you just need to unmute yourself.
Thank you for the opportunity. Our team is currently on 20th place. It is Asia Traffic Khuji. We are from Ruet. So I think this is a great opportunity for us who are trying to build something with ML or deep learning. And we are currently 4 people in our team. And Sharup is here in our chat. Sharup, can you please talk?
Assalamu alaikum. I am Sharup from RED CSC department. Currently, we are in last semester. Uh, Actually, in your country, we can't see any kind of competition. We should participate, but we can participate. So, actually, I don't want to tell more. I'm just add. I want to just tell all of you, the organizers, thank you for giving us such a opportunity.
Great, thank you very much. I hope next year will be even better. I mean, I know there had been some misconfusion, but I just hold on with us. But thank you really. Thanks a lot for all the teams to really take this opportunity and participate. And actually, we wanted to do it in Bangla, but as we have some few international participants, so we are trying to speak in English. Maybe for some of you, Bangla would have been much more comfortable to ask questions, but maybe at the end, we can take some discussion in Bangla as well. So I can see Sri.
I had one more question.
Yeah, sure.
Can we include one more teammate in our team? We are 4 people.
Yeah,
the limit is 5.
You can do that, but for that you have to send an email to this. I forgot this. Just a second. It's dhaka.ai.bd@gmail.com. It's given at the below of our website. You
Okay.
can send an
Thank
email
you.
with your team name and the member that you wanna include. Then we will include them manually in the database.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there will be another session from us hopefully we would like to have a session just before our end date, so maybe at the beginning of November somewhere. So let's listen from Sriman Bidhan.
Hello, I'm Sriman Bidhan Bari. I am from University of Dhaka. Actually, I'm from team Miraj. It's me and Morshed Alam. We're actually third-year students. It's our first project regarding any image in machine learning projects. We are hoping for the best. Previously, we worked in some other data sets like activity recognition, and we published a paper in UBComp Haska workshop. But it's our first time working with object detection, and we hope we'll get a good result. It's new for us as we are in third year students, and we are from electrical and electronic engineering. We don't get to learn about machine learning in our academics, but we're trying to follow. It's an interesting field. It has great future, the sector is very much interesting. But one thing about the data set is very small, only 3,000 images. I think a better and the large number of images could help the better results. We know Coco has millions of data sets, and other object detections have millions and data sets, millions of images. So I hope a better number of images could get a better result. I hope the authority will look into that, and the next year we can expect a better and data set for better results. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. I mean, in fact, we wanted to have a lot, but because of this COVID lockdown, the people that we were getting who were collecting those images, we had to restrict ourselves. But I mean, definitely, we want to reach around 20,000 minimum to at least make a model learn. So I hope next year we can actually have around 20,000. That's why we are setting real-time acquisition all the time, so we get a bigger data set. And also maybe next year we can also not have an object detection challenge, but maybe we move to let's say a movement detection, or like a little bit different than this competition. However, I would like to add with you that I remember I think like participating in a competition like this, I learned so many things which I never learned doing like just starting a book or doing a course, because there are so many tricky things inside that's never written in any paper or anywhere. But when we actually do this problem solvings real time, like a real problem solvings, we get to like get introduced to them and maybe learn about it. And I hope this experience would help all of us to perform better when we actually do a job or a research with the industry and develop something that is usable by people. Thank you, Sriman. So maybe next is Shoradip.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I'm from Team Samaritan from Buet, and we have three friends are quite beginner in this field, and we are kind of cross platform team. Like I am from mechanical, my friend is from civil, and another is from Tripoli. So we have been learning this not for very long. So now we are participating. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry for disruption. I had a phone call. Okay. So I had a question that is external data using allowed, and if it is allowed, is there any restriction on the source or something?
No, you can actually use external data from anywhere, any data set. If you feel like it's gonna help you perform better, you are free to use it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So now I think if somebody have any other question, or if you wanna introduce yourself, feel free to do it. It's kind of like an open floor at the moment. Or anybody, if you wanna make a comment, or anyone, even from our faculties, if somebody wants to make any comment.
When would be the next session, please?
Sorry?
When would be the next session, please? When? Please, this is the next session.
The latest question.
Maybe she is
The next
looking for next session. Next session.
Oh, when is gonna be the next session? We haven't decided on the date, but let's just say I will give you a date. Let's say it could be around 8th of November. Okay, let's say in 3 weeks we can have another session.
Okay, at the same time?
Yeah, at the same time, approximately.
Would you post on Facebook?
Yes, we will post on Facebook.
Would you post on Facebook?
Yeah, yes, we will post on Facebook, definitely. So do you want to introduce yourself? We will post on Facebook, definitely, and you will get to know, and we will also send email to all our participants. We have in fact, we don't have the emails of all the participants, but we have the emails of all the team leaders, so we're gonna let them know as well by email. Great. And so maybe I would like to listen a little bit from Hassan Maruf, who is our event organizer, and maybe he can share some of his experience with us for 1 or 2 minutes. Maruf?
Faisal, I'm in middle of something. Actually, I'm taking exams.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Maybe I will talk later.
Sir, I'd like to ask a question.
Yeah, sure.
My question is, how many teams will go to second round? But I think I've seen one place that is written 20 teams, and another place is written 30% of the team.
Yeah, I think that we should have corrected this 30%. It has to be a 20 team. It's because we have our judge panel has a limited time, and because now that we don't have any like a registration fee, is free to participate. So, and sometimes people, if they have a problem, they can create 1 or 2 accounts. So that's why it's hard to control the number of participants. And with having a percentage, we just gonna increase the team, like this space where we have to actually judge all of these second round teams. So we're gonna fix it to the top 20 team. And maybe after discussion, it could become 25 teams, because right now we were expecting 80 teams around, but now we have 140 teams. By November, it might become 200 teams. So we might increase this number to 20 to maybe 25 or 30, but we will let you know.
Sir, now we can hear from DM Sadhujaman sir. He has contributed a lot in this challenge. So yes. I'm going to give the floor to DM Sadhujaman sir. Please share your thoughts with us about this challenge.
Thank you so much. Hello, this is Sadhujaman, lecturer, Department of EEE Green, University of Bangladesh. Thank you all for participating in DhakaAI, as well as for attending today's session. We are very proud as well as privileged that we are going to organize this type of contest in Bangladesh for the first time. Actually, this is the first time a groundbreaking race for AI in BD, and we'll be very happy to organize it in a very disciplined way and in a successful, very successfully. So thank you so much again.
Thank you. And I must admit that Saad is like a Superman behind all the events that we do. He does so much, and he's such a massive planner, and he organized everything. such a co-handling, and we are really grateful to all the efforts that Saad makes, and many times we don't even know that how much work he's been doing. So thank you very much, Saad. And maybe I would like to listen from Mohammad Navid Naim. He's one of the person who, with his team from ULab, they have worked day and night, really literally day and night. I gave them some deadlines. They were working so hard on arranging like all these data sets and everything. So maybe Navid Naim, you wanna share something with us? I can see you. You have to unmute. Yes.
Hello everyone. I'm Mohammad Navid Naim. I'm the group leader of this event. We work hard for day and night. In our team, there are 7 members. We all annotate the images and make our data sets. And that's all from me. And my another team members, Abdullah Noman and Savia Sumaya and Ashikujaman, I think they are in, they also attend in this meeting. And hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
And that's all from me. And I like to thank Shiab sir for supporting us for this event. Thank you.
Hello, I wanted to tell something.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so actually I have participated in 1 or 2 competitions, not in some in Kaggle, but last VIP Cup from IEEE and some other data sets. But I actually want to thank and congratulate my previous speaker who told that they were the team that were annotating the dataset, and I think the annotation of the dataset is quite good and they did a great job. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I was so surprised because some of the images had maybe 300 cars, and they annotated each of them, and it was kind of like really a humongous task and pretty like takes a lot of effort because you have to really see it and do. Yeah, that's I think it's a great job. There had been like few issues here and there. It's normal, but I think they try to do as good as they can. Thank you, the team. And maybe I would like to give a floor a little bit to our graphics designer Saifur Rahman. I think he did an excellent job to create this team of DhakaAI and providing us all the materials for the website, for our promotions and everything. Saifur Rahman, you wanna say something from Graphical? I can see you have to unmute.
Please, I get here lately. I want to know the aim of this session.
The aim of the session is to answer your questions, but if there is no questions, so that's why we're actually basically like introducing our team. But if you have any questions, we can go on. If not, I think we can finish very soon.
Okay.
Yeah, Farabi, you wanna ask something?
Mirza Milan Farabi, you can ask your question.
Yeah, I think we cannot hear you. Can you? I don't know.
I think there is some problem in the internet.
Yeah, you can write in the chat box as well. I think if we have no more questions, we can finish in 2 or 3 minutes. And we will arrange another session in 3 weeks.
Sure, sir.
And thanks a lot to you for organizing and hosting the event. Pretty nice.
Thank you very much to you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. And this was our program, Talk with Dhaka AI. I hope you all have found the answers and the solutions that you were searching for, and got all the links and that cleared your view. Uh, we will take some more minutes, 2 or 3. If you have any question, please ask us. We are forwarding to the end of this session.
Yeah, I got one question. Like I saw the sample code was written in Python. Can I create it in Java? Yeah, I mean, it definitely can. There is no restriction on the language that you want to use. Basically, at the end, you should be able to create the CSV file using AI. That's it.
Shriman Vidhan thanked us all for keeping the entry fee free for this competition, and he greatly appreciated it.
Thank you.
So that's it, I think.
Sir, I'd like to ask a question.
Yeah, sure.
It seemed that there were some mislabeled images in the train dataset. So can we modify the train dataset according to our way?
Yeah, I mean, you can actually do that. That's a good idea. However, what I feel is if there is something mistaken in the training, there could be few mistakes in the test set as well. But I would definitely think that if you were really sure it's a mistake, I think it's good to correct it. And as a
some
positive
mistakes
spirit,
were very crucial.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can definitely do that, and it would be very nice if you can then maybe share it to the rest of the participants so they also can get benefited from it. But it's up to you. It's you can decide, but I think you can do that definitely. Yeah, I think we can maybe finish now. Rabi, maybe I think we have the last question.
Sir, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask another question.
Yeah, sure.
So what can we expect from the second round? I mean, will that be the exact same way the first stage is happening, that a new data set will be released and will be...
Yeah, basically exactly the same way in the second round. But the test set, I think the second test set is a little bit bigger, could be a little bit diverse. So what you want to do is you don't want to generalize, like you don't want to overfit too much on the training set one. So that's always like the spirit of a Kaggle competition. They keep one data set away. If you overfit for test set one, then maybe on the test set two, you might not perform very well. And also you'll be given a very short limited time, like 7 days. So if you want to make any change to your model and retrain, you might get 2 or 3 chances to retrain your model. Yeah, so that's why what you want to do is you want to be very generalized. You don't want to overfit to a particular solution and try to find a solution that is more robust in terms of its what I call it, like a genuine solution. Don't try to like over pick too much, because then maybe in the test set two, like over tune too much. So in the test set two, you might struggle a bit. So that's the challenge. It's mainly for having your generalized solution. But I think the distribution, the images are taken from the same distribution. So I think they will not be much more different than what we have in the training and the test set one.
I hope you got your answer. So we have come to an end of this program. At the end of the program, I am thanking everyone who have joined and every team member. It was nice to talk with all of you and answering your questions. I also want to thank Professor Dr. Muhammad Abdul Razak sir, our Pro Vice Chancellor of Green University of Bangladesh, and ASM Shihabuddin sir, and all the faculty members who are present in this program. Thank you all for your valuable time and supporting us. And also, I want to thank the software team and everyone behind this challenge who are working backstage and doing a great lot of more effort to make it happen. So thank you everyone. Now it is time to end this program. I hope you all will be good. I wish you good health and Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.